Hey, Mark the Guitar Guy here. Today we are going to be nailing this groove right here. Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is nailing the groove for Steal My Kisses and for a whole bunch of other cool songs. So really important you make sure you understand the strumming pattern, the basics of it, because today we are getting into the really professional version of it. That doesn't mean to be scared off by it, because if you have a great TikTok and a great programmed TikToking pattern, you should have no problems at all with this, okay? So let's get into it. Grab yourself a pick. Hopefully you got a pick. If not, we'll do your fingers thing and hopefully you get some cool rhythms out of it. You're going to get more sound out of a pick, in my belief. But we'll go through it and show you how to do the funky pattern. So we have the normal basic strumming pattern, which is down, miss, down, down, up, down, 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 up. I'm adding the down, up at the end, which is the professional version with a little bracketed down, up at the end. Down, miss, down, down, up, down, 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 up. Now, there's no difference, but we're just adding some more ghost strums into this. So basically our hand is tick-tocking a lot of the time. So you can hear, I'm playing every tick-tock there, by the way. I'm playing every single strum is hitting strings, but I'm just adding more emphasis on the notes I want to bring out, which is the da, 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 da. Have a listen. So the trick to that, I'll go back through what that pattern is, but the trick is the dynamics between the heavy strum and the light strum. It's feathery, and then it comes up to a really nice dynamic level. It's not a small, gradual thing. It's the difference is quite large. You can hear that? It's like you imagine a drummer, and the drummer's playing on the hi-hat. They're going tick, 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 tick. All the notes are on the hi-hat, and the kick and the snare are doing all the emphasized notes. So kick, snare, kick, snare. But the rest of the time, the hi-hat's going in the background, which makes the whole groove. So effectively, we're becoming a drum, or a drum kit, sorry. You're becoming a drum kit for that little section. So I'm playing all the hi-hat notes, very feathery down-ups. I'll slow it down a bit for you so you can get right into that. Now I've got my fingers over the strings because it doesn't really matter at the moment what the left hand's doing. The aim is to get the percussiveness out of the right hand. So now we want to get the da, 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 ga, da, 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 ga, that in there. So I'm going to add that in there. So I'm just going to add the first part of it. Da, da, da. Okay, down, down, get the up. I'm pulling out those strong beats. Strong, strong, strong. There's a strong up beat there. Down, down, up. Then do 2 ups in a row. Down. Okay, you can hear that coming out. And now there's lots of percussiveness going on in there. It should sound like that to you. Now, don't progress too much unless you've got that sounding about something like that. So you can hear the difference between the strums. Otherwise, it's not going to be worthwhile. It's just going to sound like that. And we want it to be. Okay, that's what makes our chords sound good. It's not actually the left hand. There's cool stuff going on, but it's really about that strums. That's why I'm concentrating so much on this aspect of it. So let's do the whole pattern. Down, down, up, down, down, up. There's a little down up at the end, very small, faint, very faint. I'll do it slower. Down, down, up, down. You can see I'm pulling out those 2 up strokes, and I'm really making sure that the rest of it's in there. It doesn't matter if we don't get every single little exactly right. As long as our tick-tock's happening, you'll feel that groove come out of the strings in a nice way, and it'll sound really nice. So that's the right hand. We'll do a little bit more. I'm going to add the G chord in there, okay? The G bar chord. So that's quite strong. There's lots of G going on, lots of G. So the right hand now for the palm muting side. Now this is really important because we did this in Fields of Gold as well. So if I just do a G chord in the left hand, and the right hand, I'm going to use the palm of my hand to sit just about maybe a centimetre in front of that little, like the bridge section there. So it gives a bit of a mute so. And just like Fields of Gold in that strumming pattern, if you haven't seen that, go and check it out because it's really cool. I get right into the details of how I did that. But the right hand palm on on the downstrokes, it's sitting down kind of strong and then releasing, strong and then releasing. So that's the same strum we just did, right? So down, miss, down, up, down pattern is inside all those little nuanced strums. So that's the next stage. I'll go through that slowly again because there's quite a lot going on there, isn't there? So the right hand, palm on the guitar. So what I'm doing with that, if you look very closely, I'm hitting the start, I'm at the top of the strings at the beginning of the strumming pattern, and I'm just sort of picking out a few notes and just making my way around the strings. Stop, and I'm making way. Now that's a lot going on in there. I must admit this is an intense lesson with the right hand, it really is. But it's such a difference with the sound of the chords. The other thing that's going on with this, there's a little release in the left hand, very slight release of the chord. So I'm just taking the pressure of my thumb off the chord, which makes the chord become more sort of relaxed. The chord shape is intact, so to look at it looks the same, but I'm actually releasing that slightly at the back with my thumb just coming off the neck, so that I end up with off, on, off, on, off, on, off, on. And you might want to practice the way I'm saying it there. On, oh, hang on, do it again. On, off, off. So it's on in the upstroke. On. So I'm literally on for half of that pattern and off again. Down, off. Actually, like on and off twice. Like on, off. It's almost like the 4 beats. It's got like something different in each one. So there's on, off, off, on, off, on. So the combination of that when the right hand, it's starting to sound funky, is like really funky. Now I've got that sus so well now with the right hand, I know exactly where to put it within reason, so that it always sounds kind of cool. If you go too far forward, you'll end up with this sort of sound, like too much, not enough chord because you've gone too high with your palm. If you go too far back, you won't hear enough. So you just got to find the sweet spot for you and it'll feel right. And when you've found that, just keep on reprogramming and programming and it'll become normal for you. So there we have it. Lots going on, and all we've done is one chord shape, but you can apply that to all the different chord shapes. So you've got a G to C, same thing, off, on. Off, on, off, on. And what happens is that release that happens when I release the chord, it actually makes a natural snare drum sound because I'm hitting this strong down, 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 up, down, down, miss, down, up, down, down. So it's the second downstroke, it's got quite a strong snare. Ba, 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 ba. You can hear that coming on. And you can be quite rough. You can actually hear a lot of strings that'll ring there. If I go quite rough now and leave the chord off. Again, I'm playing lots of open strings and rough little notes and things. It still sounds super cool. It's all about that feel and that groove. So there we have it. The strumming pattern. Lots going on there. Don't be too flustered by it. Don't let it beat you up. It's one of those things, if you persevere and persevere, you will get that strum down and it's going to start sounding more and more like a drum kit and real funky sort of a sound coming along as you're playing it. So have some fun with that. Please, please stick around for the next lesson. We're going to be looking at the left-hand side, or the chords part of things. Maybe a few little nuances going on there. They're quite tricky. But stick around if you're finding this so easy. You will love this next lesson. So comment below. I love to see your comments. I'll see them every day. And subscribe. Please tell your friends, and we'll see you guys very soon. All right, catch you later.